but that's the same feeling that I had on the first day of middle school. You know, 6 years ago, I came from Eugene Field and I knew all my classmates really well. And they were really the only people I cared to talk to on my first day of middle school. I saw these new faces in my classes and I had never really been one to be nervous about anything. But this one got me good. Between classes, everyone would rush to their lockers and drop off their 75-pound load of books that we all knew we really didn't need. All we knew was that the big middle school teachers would get us in trouble if we didn't bring them. So I was at my locker and this is where it all began. I stood up from my bottom locker, which I hated, and saw these two girls walking past me. One of them shot this huge, brace-face smile right at me. Seriously, right at me. I could not believe this. So I just kind of stood there, my face got red, and the mood was quickly interrupted when I looked at the other girl. She just glared at me and gave me one of those, "What are you looking at, punk?" type attitudes. The mood was lost and I hurried towards my next class so I wouldn't be late. Turns out these girls were Abigail Dick and Mallory Gocher. Let's just say next word, the nice one that smiled at me. But I think that gorgeous bright smile is what made Abby and I become friends. When we're together, we're always smiling and cracking jokes and just being happy. We've been on some crazy fun adventures together, from walking to parties every summer with Spencer Freeman and Mariah Miller, to having heart-to-hearts together over the phone when our middle school romances didn't work out. That happened several times. We climbed on the train behind her house, and I came over early to help her dad set up a bonfire a few years ago. By the way, happy late birthday, Abby. I also attended the Wiener Fest in Herman with the Dick family, but that's not ironic. The best story of all is when Abby shoved me in Mallory's grandma's closet. Her grandma had pulled into the garage and the boys weren't allowed in the house when we were 13 years old. So Abby and Mallory both began to freak out and they threw me in the kitchen closet. I sat there in the closet hoping she wouldn't come in. Then her grandma began to make a bowl of soup on the stove, and I knew I was doomed. Well, it was getting pretty hot in there and I couldn't take much longer, and I heard Mallory yell, "Oh my God, Grandma, the toilet's broken." And I knew this was my cue. Abby flung open the door and I ran out the backyard. And I quickly turned into Forrest Gump and I just felt like running. So I ran on the way home thinking someone would get me in trouble if I was still in some old lady's closet. But the truth is, none of these stories even matter when it comes to realizing how amazing Abby really is. She's seriously one of the most kind, honest, genuine people I've ever met in my life, and I think that's why Abby and I remain close over the years. I know she will always be there for me, or at least she'll do her best, because she drives me forward. But I always loved Abby like a sister, and I know that'll never change. She always brightens my day with that same smile I saw on the first day of middle school, and I know she brightens everybody else's day too. So when you go back to class or receive your ballot, don't think about the Abby that's going to be a crazy cat lady one day. Don't think about the Abby that knocked her teeth out on a rock at summer camp. Don't think about that Abby that drives a Ford. Let's all think about the Abby that everybody knows, the Abby with the huge bright smile, the Abby that's always included in school activities, and the Abby that is at the top of her class, and most of all, the Abby that will make an amazing